Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio, and this is yesterday's pan of leftover colors, which I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it. It's resting. It was beautiful when I put it in there. It's resting in on another sheet of Glad Press and Seal, which I'm going to get rid of here. And I'm going to use a tool, and if there's anything... I don't know if we're going to get anything out of there or not, but I will figure it out. Whatever happens, happens. This is my Sherwin Williams Eggshell White. And I want to offset this puddle back where it belongs. Trying to get faster at this. So I put my puddle in the middle, but I want some paint around the edges. And my OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold Spatula is the best paint spreading tool I know of, and when you use it you'll see the imperfections in your paint, which cannot be a bad thing. So I want that to go down there. I might want that again in a moment, which means I better wipe it off on my studio rag, which is cut up sweatpants, folded many times. So now I'm going to put the vast majority of my puddle right here and probably tip it down some. I might even tip it up some. I've been thinking about this since yesterday when I did painting 9101, and I lost the prettiest painting ever because I tipped off some of the excess paint, and now I want to be able to scoop and drag, but like I said, I don't know what we've got, and I have a tool here somewhere. Shall I use that? Maybe I should just use my spatula. I think that's a safe bet. Oh, it's looking pretty gloppy. I will probably add some more paint on top, and I'm definitely going to swipe to begin with. Maybe I should not add paint on top. I think I will anyway though. I think it's going to be Wild Orchid. That's what I'm hearing in my brain. So I've used up most of that paint. This is reminiscent of how I did my weedy gardens with my leftovers a long time ago. So that spatula and that paint tray are going away. And I'm going to grab some Wild Orchid, which is more or less open, because I think it'll go really beautifully with what's there. And I'm going to use a little Boomgel on top of my Aussie Floetrol, and I'm probably also contemplating the Pebeo Iridescent Blue-Green, but I'm looking for, yes, the Mayan Gold. This is risky business, to say the least. I'm going to use my go-to spatula. Actually, where's the spatula? You know what? I've got the tool I used to do this yesterday, which used to have a baby kale label on it. And I think that's going to work really well. I'm trying to decide right now if there's anything else I want to put in there. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of ginger flower, which is a primary element. The Wild Orchid is a Prizm Pours, as is the Mayan Gold. I want to put some Royal Sapphire in there, but I don't think I need it. But what I do want to add in there right now is a little bit more of, if I can lay my hands right on it, Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold, and there it is. Okay, I've kind of thought about this, and I thought I ought to go out from the middle on both sides. So maybe I'll do that starting this way. I'm going to use the black, flip that over. My fingers, I wish I hadn't peeled the label off now, my fingers are sticking. These are both Amsterdam White and Amsterdam Black with Aussie Floetrol. And I think what I want to use, yep, I'm going to use some of the Boomgel, the Pearlescent Violet, I believe it's called. Let's check, yes it is. I'm going to use that extra on the edge right now. And I'm going to use a scrape dish, which is kind of crazy because I'm probably not going to use that leftover paint. But I am going to use my spatula to get it off of that card so I don't have it on there. Those are some awesome cells, huh? Wow. I think I like the look of that a lot. Now if the rest will just work out the way I'm hoping it will, I should be styling. These are a little bit less white than black. Okay, so here it goes, nothing. I love the way this card works, I really do. I don't think it matters if I put my paint on the bottom right now because I'm going to be tipping down. Unless I'm unhappy that I took away my only slippery free zone to hold on to. Let me grab that right off of there before I throw that in the bucket. I'm going to have to go find some Goo Gone and get rid of that. Now what I thought yesterday I would do is tip up and then tip back. And I needed, yep, I got myself a paper towel. Yes, smart girl. I used to not use paper towels very often, but right now I want to pour that paint away. And I've got something I can pour it away onto. There we go. And my top is still undone. Now I don't usually use an edge catcher, and I wasn't going to. I was going to pour the paint off right off the canvas onto the edge catcher, but I think I'm going to make an attempt to flow it back up again. And I'll use whatever my paint is on the edge catcher to, because I want to be able to keep. So let me grab some of that. Use it right down there on the gap. I do suppose if I wanted to keep the whole design, which I kind of do, it would have been good to tip that up some more, to just get ready to tilt. I got to do some tilting, but I also got to do some scooping and dragging. Oh, I love those cells in there. Now, because I expect that puddle to dissipate, so when I scoop, I often will scrape down to canvas, which sounds risky, and it might be. But I pull up so that I release the pressure. Every time I do this wrong, I learn something, and I wish I wasn't going to do it wrong. but I wonder. Let's put that over there. How many of those do I want to do? That's a good question. Kind of want to wander all over the place. I'm hoping my head isn't completely obscuring your vision, as it does often, and I do apologize for that. Alright, this time I'm going to have to stop for a minute and contemplate and contemplate taking a picture at some point in time after I've done scooping and dragging, because I love what I see at this stage. And I can also go back in here, as I've mentioned many times, with a skewer, and will, and add a few spirals. I just love it the way it is. If you slow down your scoop, you're more likely to be able to keep some cells in the drag. I gotta take some of this paint. It's too pretty not to try and play with. In spite of that big bubble right there. Well, I'm glad I decided to not waste that paint. And I am going to have to spin, albeit I don't want to. And anybody who has any eyes can see that. I ought to turn that your way. Pop that bubble first. I've got paint over my sides, which I'm actually kind of interested in experimenting with. Like so. Why not put it back in the canvas? I would normally not do that because I would figure that most of it would spin away, but I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I am going to take a little bit more of my runoff and put it right in that void. And then I'm going to throw that scooping tool in the bucket, flip that around so you can see it. Wish I could keep it the way it is and get ready to spin. Take away a few of the things that I've got in the way, including these things. Bring my barrier into play. Maybe I'll turn that sideways. That is so cool. I just love that. Oh, you know what? I didn't use my skewer, which could be, in this case, a knitting needle or anything with a point or a paintball. Do I really want to do anything? That's the question. I think down here is a good place, because that's just going to be a big blob of pink otherwise, which I don't mind big blobs of pink, honestly. And I don't need a ton. I love this in here. The black and white cells are tremendous. Just so cool. I really don't want to lose this. I will turn this around one more time. And maybe I'll be able to get a picture of it. I think that is begging. That's kind of weird, but okay. So I'll turn it around to you one more time. And maybe I'll even try and zoom in. Look at those colors. That's amazing for leftovers. Truly it is. I see something I want to do though. I don't think that hurt anything. Let's make sure you can see all of that. Whoa! That's my new timer. Excuse me while I get used to this. Okay, when that goes off, there'll be 1 minute left, and the fire engines will not be pulling up to the house, I hope. Let's zoom in. I'm going to zoom in close so you can see what I can see, so you'll understand why I'm so loath to get rid of this with a spin. Part of me just wants to tip it, but I'm going to spin it anyway. I'm going to move that a little bit back toward my back wall. Please be nice, please be nice, please be nice. If I had ruby slippers, I'd be clicking them together. There's no place like home. Okay. That's not so bad, I guess. I don't know how much of this I can keep, since the paint hasn't spread all the way out yet. We've got some weird marks in places I wasn't expecting them to be. I lost my edge. Darn. Okay, well, I really don't want to go any further. I guess I'm going to take my chances. No, I can't. Oh no. Let's just give this a little bit of a lift. I don't want to lose any more of my edges. It's so pretty. Now I got paint between my fingers. I didn't bring my phone, so I can't shimmer it at you. But I can pop that bubble. And maybe I'll run and get my phone anyway. I'll be back as quick as I can. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully we got a minute to shimmer. Tell you guys, I do sell my artwork. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I might be trying to smooth some of that out toward the top, but I still really like what I've got. I'm glad I put those spirals in the middle, because otherwise it would have been sort of a blank. Let's zoom out again. Well, I'm getting better at the timer. There's only a minute left, and there might be less than that, so hopefully you can see some of that. I've got a few bubbles, and I will be popping them with a skewer. And I might hit it quickly with a torch. And I can still put spirals in wherever I want, like so. That's pretty sharp. Still, I didn't get to keep everything I wanted, but I'm pretty happy with what I did get to keep. And I am learning slowly but surely how to get to keep what I want. I just haven't figured out the way to spread the paint all the way to the other side. Maybe I don't need to. So I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Check my link tree for the Colourarte coupon code. Actually, check near the link tree under Show More for the Colourarte coupon code for 20% off. And I'm an affiliate, so you'll help me out if you shop there, but you'll help yourself out. I'll say goodbye for now. This is Priscilla in Spring Hill, Florida. I'll see you anon. If you didn't hear it now, you'll hear it in another video.